Hey folks, Redneck Preacher here. It's a hot day in September 2023. I'm just out checking the fields, getting ready for some fall turkey hunting. Starts in a week here in Maine. A lot of you are out there deer hunting already. Expanded archery started today. Good luck to all of you. And I was just wanted to stop and take a minute and reminisce. You know, I started Redneck Outdoor Ministries because I wasn't able to go to church all the time, and I felt guilty. I was in the construction trades. I'm retired now, but I was able to, put in 50, 60 hours a week. It was kind of normal for me. Come the weekend, I was working a lot of Saturdays. Come Sunday, I felt really guilty. I've been studying the Word for a long time, and I knew I needed to be in church, and I've got good relationships with my pastors. But sometimes I just couldn't bring myself to go. I was too tired. Or I had a to-do list at home. It needed to be tackled. If I was working the other 6 days, then things still needed to get done. So I started the ministry because though I would always encourage you to support your local pastors, go to church whenever you can. But of course we all know that God isn't confined to four walls. The ministry was started because I started meeting a lot of other people out there, guys just like me, who were putting in 50, 60, 70 hours a week. And when a Sunday came, they felt guilty because they weren't going to church with their wife or their kids. They had things to do at home. It was their one day off. It's okay to feel that way. I've got two good pastors in my life, and they understand me. They've devoted a lot of time into me, and I love supporting them. But when I'm not able to go to church, I've learned that I can be a lot closer to God out there, out in the woods, out in the fields. In fact, when I was working and I got a chance to go turkey hunting in the spring or deer hunting in the fall, it was just so nice to be able to go into the woods, leave the chaos behind me, and whether I had my back against a tree in the spring woods, watching the woods wake up, listening to the barred owls in the distance, or maybe a coyote howling, or some loons on a distant lake, I was watching the woods wake up. I was listening to the birds, and I never felt closer to God than during those times. Deer hunting on a cold, crisp morning in late October and November. I always hunt from the ground. I'm not a big tree stand hunter. Got nothing against it, but I like grabbing my old chair, taking it out in the woods, maybe setting it up next to a stone wall overlooking a swale swamp. I'm by myself, and God's there with me. You know, He is not confined to four walls. And again, I can't stress enough that you need to support your pastors. Go to church when you can. Do everything you can to help them. They've got a mission. They've got ministries. We need to support them. But when you can't make it, use the platforms that you have. I was raised a hunter and a fisherman and outdoorsman. I'm 63, pressing 64 years old now, and my ministry is geared toward hunters, sportsmen, fishermen. That's just the genre that God has drawn me to. It's my little niche. And these are the people I like to communicate with. And of course, one of the reasons I started this ministry was because there were so many guys like me. And I knew that if I studied the Word, shared with them my knowledge of the Bible, or my knowledge of God, my relationship with Jesus Christ, I could help them on social media, just by fellowshipping with them on social media, maybe getting together with them personally and going out in the woods for our own hunts or fishing trips or whatever. And God just met me out there. He met me where I was at. A lot of times, I wasn't just hunting. I was worshiping. I was slamming my fist against a tree. I was telling God how I was feeling. Some days I was happy and thankful. Other days I was shaking my fist at the sky and asking God why. Why is this happening? But the woods, the fields, the lakes and the streams, God's out there. He's with me wherever I go. He's with you wherever you go. But for us hunters and fishermen, sportsmen, he reaches us where we're at. You all know what I'm saying. You know that you probably experience your closest relationship with God in the woods or in a tree stand or something. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it at all. For those of you who are country music artists right now, you're on tour, you've got your stages, maybe you're in the outdoor industry, you've got your TV shows, your trade shows, you've got your platforms, I have mine. And I thank all of you who are actually not afraid to speak about God from the stage, speak about God from your TV show. Give thanks to Him. Show the love you have for this country, even though it's on a spiraling downward course and desperately needs God back in it. This is America. And I'm so thankful that so many of you are really not ashamed to be Christians. You're not ashamed to talk about Jesus or God. Keep using your platforms. Don't be afraid. Don't let anybody cancel you out. God won't let you be canceled. We've got a job to do. I believe that the next thing to happen in biblical prophecy is the rapture. I believe it's closer than we think. I believe that we're definitely, according to the Bible, we're definitely in the end times, the last sliver of time before the Great Tribulation and the catching away of the church. So I feel an anxiousness, an urgency in my spirit to share. That's why I want to go out on some spiritual road trips. Wife and I are getting our truck ready. We're taking little trips here and there, but 2024 is coming, and I want to get out and meet some of you people. I want to share camps with you. I want to have some good times with you, and I want to share our faith. I want to share our platforms together. So, anyway, this is just a casual conversation. I don't really have any big goals with this message except to express how I feel. Days like today, I'm in a good mood. I'm very thankful for my position with God. I know that I'm saved. The Greek word is sozo. It means delivered. I've been delivered from the temporal death into God's eternal glory. So I know where I'm going to go when I die, and I know that a lot of you are secure in your salvation as well. But there's a lot of folks out there, some of our friends, some of our family, just strangers. They need to hear the real gospel of Jesus Christ. They need to hear what His sacrifice was for, what it meant, what it means, and how they need salvation in Him and in His shed blood. So anyway, thanks for listening. I hope to hear from a lot of you. And just let me know what your thoughts are. I'm so thankful for fall because of the hunting seasons. I'm getting ready to go fall turkey hunting. And I'm getting ready to just sit out there and talk to God. I feel so close to Him out there, and I know that you do too. That's our church, part of our church anyway. The woods. Well, thanks for listening. Hopefully I'll run into some of you folks in the future. 2024 is coming. And if the rapture's delayed a little bit, maybe we'll get some work done. Let's share a campfire, a hunting camp, a fishing camp. Let's talk. Let's fellowship around a fire. Let's enjoy a hunt or a fishing trip together. Have some laughs. Cook up some good victuals. And share our platforms. Well, that's it. Redneck Preacher will catch you on the other side.